Hello, this is Ray Chen. Today I want to go over with you guys the concept of reality transfer. It's a very powerful concept. It has helped me tremendously, helping me to reach my goals. That's why I want to share with you. So there's a concept called the be do have. So I want to share with you, my experience of joining in the army. So the be do have concept is very powerful. So for example, when I joined the army, the minute you go into boot camp, they issue you the uniform. So you get to wear the uniform even before you're a real soldier. But of course, the minute I joined the army, I'm already a soldier, but I haven't finished a boot camp yet. So the minute that you finish a boot camp, graduate from boot camp, then you become a real soldier, right? So you want to be that soldier first. Then you got to do what you need to do to become a soldier, right? So that's what we do in the boot camp. But before I joined the boot camp, because I was infantry, so I was worried that people gonna, try to harass me, whatever. So I did some training, tried to prepare myself. So in the military, a lot of it, what you need to do is running. So before I joined military, I tried to run by myself, but it was tough because I wasn't used to running. Every time I wanted to just run a little bit, I wanted to puke. And I was only able to run for a very short distance. But even though I still tried to work out a little bit. But once I joined the boot camp, we get into that new environment, and then we're forced to run every single day. And pretty soon, by the time I graduated boot camp, I'm able to run 6 miles. So once I went to my base, we were running 6 miles every single day. Although it's still tough, but now I'm able to do it completely. Now, I not only have the uniform, not only I graduated from the boot camp, now I'm a real soldier, right? Then that's be do have. I had the uniform, I became a soldier. I had the uniform, I wanted to become a soldier. Then I graduated from boot camp, and then I have all this accomplishment. I have been there, done that. I graduated from boot camp. Now I become a real soldier, right? So this is the concept of the reality transfer. So I'll go over the 10 steps of the reality transfer. So if you follow this step, you can make anything you want to accomplish become a reality. Okay? So the number one step for the reality transfer is you want to make sure you get into a new association. For example, by me going into boot camp, I'm associating with a new group of people, right? Do you think it would be possible for me to become a soldier by myself at home? Highly unlikely, because you don't have the environment, you don't have the association, you don't have people pushing you to run every single morning. So if you want to make the change, if you want to have a different life, if you want to have a totally different reality, if you want to create a complete different reality, then you want to join a new group, you want to join a new association. So that's number one. Number two, you want to get a new coach. Okay. You want, for example, us when we're in the military, we have drill instructors. They're on our back every day. They're like drilling us. So for example, also for my real estate, for my sales, I've been to so many courses before. So every time I go to a course, I learn something new. So then my income started to doubling. So I want to make sure and the coach that you get, you want to make sure they have been there, done that as well. Like for example, the drill instructor. They have been there. They were a soldier, so they teach us how to become a soldier. So if you're a real estate agent, if you're trying to become a millionaire agent, do not go get a coach from a manager in the real estate office. They do not know better. If they're a millionaire agent, if they know how to make money, they're not going to be a manager in the real estate office, because a manager in the real estate office do not make much money at all. The only reason they're there is because they don't know how to sell. They don't know how to make a lot of money in real estate selling. So you definitely do not want to get a manager in the real estate office as your coach. You want to get a legitimate coach. You want to get a real coach that really has been there, has done there before. So that's very important. And the third step you want to take is to make sure you see it done, right? So you see the video of how a listing presentation is done, or you go with an agent to the actual listing presentation. You observe how it's completed, you observe how it's done. So you want to see it first, from a first-hand experience to experience how it's actually done. And the next step, then you memorize the details, right? Once you see it or you record it or you watch the video, You want to memorize everything that the agent just said, from how they behave, how they talk with the client, how they meet with the client, what they say, how they react, what's the timing. You want to memorize everything, right? Once you memorize everything, then you book the appointment yourself. Then you go practice in real life. You want to practice as soon as possible and as quickly as possible, as many times as possible. So, in my real estate office, we have a whole bunch of other agents, and many agents, they don't sell a lot of homes. But ironically, these agents, they study every day. They go to class every single day, but they don't make much money. They don't sell many homes. What I found out is the difference is that they do not practice. They only know how to do it, but they didn't internalize the knowledge. They didn't go practice right away. They did not practice as soon as possible. They did not practice enough time, so it become a part of their skill. So that's the key. So once you learn how to do it, once you memorize it, you have to practice as soon as possible and as frequently as possible until it's become a part of you, the skill, until it become your skill, not just a knowledge you know, but a skill that you have mastered. So once you practice enough times, then you'll be able to sign the listing contract. So once you sign the listing contract, then you have done it successfully, right? Once you have done it successfully, then most likely, if you have done it enough time, then you would have mastered and internalized that skill. Once you have mastered and internalized that skill, then it become a reality to you, right? That's how you transfer the reality. That's how you make the reality come true to you, right? For example, my Army example. So, I got into the Army, I wear the uniform, I go through boot camp, I graduate from boot camp, and I mastered the skills. I mastered the ability to run. I mastered all the soldiering skills. Because I practice every day in the boot camp. And when I graduate from boot camp, I already mastered everything. I internalized everything, all the skills. Then I become a real soldier. It's the same thing, right? So this is the 9th step where you can become, you can make your reality, bring your reality to life, to make your reality come true. Number 1 step, get a new association. Number 2 step, new coach. Number 3, see it done. Number 4, memorize the details. Number 5, book the appointments. Number 6, practice in real life. Number 7, done it successfully. Number 8, master and internalize. Number 9, become your reality. Okay? This is Ray Chen. Until next time.